Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, we're talking about different types of knives to be carried in and during for your camps and treks and hikes. So there are no hard and fast rule of what you should be carrying, and there's no set formula for it. It all depends on how much you know the terrain, where you're going, and what is the expectation from the blades. So is it a very bushy area, or do you want to process some thick wood? It all depends on what will you be using these blades for, and according to that you preempt the situation, and then you make a choice. So there'll be broadly 5 categories, and you have to pick and choose from these 5 categories. So I'll just name all the 5 categories before. The first one is a foldable knife. So these are the foldable knives. This is and I also take you through a basic necessities of every single category. So a foldable knife, there's one option, this option 2, second, third, it's a switch blade, and the fourth one. Now these are all foldable knives that comes in various sizes. It all depends on what you like and where do you keep these blades. Do you keep the blades in your pocket, outside your pocket, on your belt? Where do you place these? What comforts you? So I generally keep the folding blades in my pocket itself. It's always with me. So what I suggest, I prefer is not heavy blades. I prefer it as thin as possible. And this is I used to carry this before, but this is a bit too big for me, so I don't carry this anymore. The one which I'm carrying right now is this one. It's a Gerber product, and this fits in my blade. It has a hook to put in my pocket, but yeah, I just put it in my pocket itself, and this is what I carry. A few things which you should know: it has to be a single hand open blade, whether assisted or not. But now this is an assisted blade. If you see it has a spring loading system, and this opens up. So it has to be a single-handed open, because if you want to do something, if you have something in your hand and you quickly need your blade, you will just remove from your pocket, open it with one hand, and start using it. So always make sure that it will be single-hand or open blade. Otherwise, you would tend to get something else. Either this one or this is a switch blade. So. And it's better if you can close it also with same hand. So this is like you press the button and you don't need the other hand. Actually, what I do is I push it against my thighs and it closes down like this. So it opens up and press it, and so you don't need two hands for this. The same goes for this one. It just closes down all by itself in one hand. So I used to carry this a lot, but now I've just retired this one. So that's the first category of folding blades. You need to have a folding blade for all your camping treks. This is the first thing you should be carrying, a folding blade. Now moving on to the second one, it will be a multi-tool. Now multi-tool can come in various aspects. One, this is a bigger one which has a plier and everything. This it's a bulky one. I generally don't carry this. This is always in my house. But what I carry is this Victorinox multi-tool. The only difference is it doesn't have a plier in it, and we don't in camping environment, in trekking environment, we generally don't need these pliers, so don't need to carry this. But if you like it, if you like carrying bulky stuff, so this is it. It comes with these bits. So if you want it, you can carry this. Otherwise, multi-tool is required because there are a few things which you'll need, like an opener, a minus blade, a minus screwdriver, a knife, of course, and two important things. In fact, there are two very important things which I look in my multi-tool. Number one is a saw, and number two is a pair of scissors. I need to have a pair of scissors in this because there's a lot of things which you can do. With a knife, but you can do it with a pair of scissors much in an easier way. So I always have a pair of scissors in my multi-tool. So this is what I'll carry. This is the second category, and there's no door to the uses for this particular tool. Moving on to the third one is, you saw there's a saw in this, but if you need to process bigger logs, this saw is not going to help you. This will be at the maximum of an inch or 2 inch of diameter of the wood you can process this with. But if you need anything more than 5 inches, my system is very clear. If it's more than 5 inches in diameter, approximately 5 inches in diameter, I'll use a saw. This is a foldable saw. It will weigh something around 200 grams. And if you are going for a trek, for a 3 or 4 days trek, when you see that there'll be a lot of wood involved, a lot of processing of thick wood involved, this is the tool to go to. You would not be able to do it easier than this. That's again, it's only if you're going to a place where you know there's wood and you know there'll be a lot of processing, you have to take this. It's not an expensive one. I got this for like $10, around 35 dirhams. From Dubai itself. It's a local brand, and it's working well. I have it for the last 2 years. I take it every time. As I said, if it's a more than 2 or 3 day trek, I take this, and it's worked very well for me. I processed lots of wood, and it still has its own sharpness. It hasn't gone yet, so yeah, it will last me unless I'll break it down somewhere. I either if I misplace it or if I actually use it very rough, this is going to last for a while. So that comes to the third category. The fourth one is I think the most useful one for any overnight trek. It's the most useful one. This one is still okay for a single day trek. You need to carry this. That's about it. You just need this. But if it's an overnight trek, I always have a primary knife with me. Whether it's a Bear Grylls, whether it's anything else, any of these knives, it has to be a full tang knife. The condition is it has to be a full tang knife. See, the problem with this is the thing where this can easily break with the hinge over here. That's the breaking point. It won't be able to last a lot of beating. But if it's a full tang knife, high carbon, it will last a long time. It will actually do a lot of things which this knife cannot do. Though I don't believe in carrying bulky knives, but this is something I've been carrying this for 3 years now, and 2.5 3 years, and this is the Ultimate Pro Survival by Bear Grylls. And this is a knife I've been carrying, and you can see I've used it a lot. It's lost all its color, both sides. The one thing you can see is all my tools, whatever I use, I've been using it for a long time, and that's why I know it works well. So you see, yeah, it has lots of marks on it because I've been using it for a long time. The same goes for, look at this, I destroy it quite often. So it's a full tang knife. It can be used, it's multi-purpose. There's so many things you can use. You can actually strap paracords over here and make a spear out of it. You can make your wooden utensils with this. There's so many things you can do with a knife, full tang knife. If you want to baton something, you can actually put it on a wood and hit it with another piece of wood, and yeah, you can make slices out of it. So I have done everything with this knife, whether it's intricate carving, whether it's getting tinder, whether anything, fletching wood. This is a knife. This is a go-to knife for that. So if it's an outdoor trip, if it's more than overnight trip, I have to carry this knife with me. That was the fourth one, and the fifth one is for heavy duty stuff, which is an axe. I put some paracord over here. This is an axe. This would weigh something around 700-800 grams. But yeah, this would process wood which is less than 5 or 6 inches within a minute or so. So this is amazing. So this is there, number one. If you don't have that much of wood to be processed, this is the second one. It's a machete sort of a thing. But yeah, even this can process wood easily. If not this, if you think there's not lots of wood, but you'll be facing a lot of bushes, a lot of shrubs, and you have to actually wade through bushes, then the axe would not help you. Then this would not help you at all. Then you need a longer blade. For this, a machete. This will, it would not help you with lots of thick wood, but otherwise, just wading through bushes, this is the perfect. You know, nothing can beat this. Nothing can beat a machete when it goes through wading through woods and going through bushes. So it all depends on what you are doing, where you are going. You have to make a choice of these things. Please bear in mind the weight. The weight for a folding knife and weight for a multi-tool is not very much. It's hardly anything. Everything else weighs at least 5 to 600 grams. So you have to make sure that you're carrying a balance of not overkilling it, and you're carrying enough stuff. So you should have, if you go there, if you're in a situation, it should not happen that, you know what, I had this tool but I did not get it. So make sure you think about where you're going, and you make your decisions in the same way. The two things, rather just one thing you need to carry along with the knife is a sharpener. So I always carry this rasp with me. Always carry this rasp with me. It's a sharpener which we can sharpen any blades. I can even sharpen a saw. If the saw gets dull, you just sharpen the saw with this. So there is another sharpener over here with this. Bear Grylls comes with a sharpener which is right over here. I don't know whether you can see it, but this portion over here, it has a sharpener inside. I don't use a sharpener. I just rather use, if I'm over there, it happened only 3 or 4 times that it was a long trip. It was a 4-day trip, and I had to sharpen my knife. I had to sharpen my Bear Grylls. So I use a rasp, and it's extremely light. It would not weigh more than 30-40 grams, but it did the trick. It just did the trick. So I always carry this, and this can be a handy tool by itself. So if you want to dig a hole somewhere, if you want to make a proper hole to hook something, maybe put a hole in a wood, in a tree. So this is the tool which I carry. I know I have processed it, so it has some wood chips on it, but this is something which will always be there. I don't know whether you can, yeah, that's what it is. So I always carry this with me, and it's worked a lot for me. So well, that is the 5 categories of knives for any outdoor trip. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need anything, any other information, and I can help you with. I'll be more than happy to reply to your comments. If you like the video, please share it, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to the channel. I know I've just started with the channel, but I've been doing this for a long time. Making YouTube videos did not occur to me before, but now I have started doing it often. So let's see how it goes. This is the 5 categories. Let me know if you need any other video to be made, and I'll be more than happy to make it. Okay guys, bye bye, see ya.